Hey gang, welcome back to Inverted Pursuits Laboratory, and this week we're actually talking about something really cool, in my opinion anyway. So I started doing this design back on my screwball rocket that I've got for sale on my website, where I've got this motor core that removes from the rocket body. It was started as just an adapter because I originally designed the rocket to fly on a 54mm motor, and so the outside diameter was made to fit inside a 54 tube, and the inside was designed to take a liner for a 38 and then allow me to put a motor inside. Well, my father-in-law recently bought himself a Lock Phoenix 4-inch rocket, and he was working on it, and we realized he had a 54mm motor tube. And the current Lock Phoenixes you can buy in 4-inch actually come with a 38mm motor tube, and we're looking at using it to get his level 1, and we wanted him to fly with a 38. And so he put out the request that I go ahead and figure out a way to build him an adapter. And then it dawned on me, I already had, but this really is a little clunky and isn't quite as refined as I'd like for something that I want him flying on a cert flight. So he tasked me with making something better, and I think I succeeded. So I've got two options I designed here. One takes the liner still to help protect the print from your motor and fits in there just fine. And if I grab a 54 motor tube that is currently in progress, we can see that it's a little tight. But she fits in there no problem, takes up very little space. It will require a little bit of modification on like how our L brackets are going to come up to catch this motor, but all in all it takes up very low profile approach to getting a motor adapter in there. Now, I definitely recommend doing a design with the liner, but I also decided that, you know, maybe we want to fly without a liner, so we just want a straight 54 to 38 adapter. Every time I've done this in the past, I usually find that this melts to the motor, but I wanted to make two different designs, especially since I was going to go ahead and release these on printables. So these are actually files that you can download. I went ahead and took what I was making for my father-in-law and decided I was going to make it for everyone. So these are things you can download. I'm hoping here shortly I'll be able to have the 38 with liner available as something you guys can buy, but I've also been now going after the like 38 to 29, so 38mm motor tube adapted down to a 29mm, and as you can see that fits beautifully. I do not have a 29mm liner outside of fiberglass, and it's really long and I'm not cutting it down just for the purposes of this video. You'll have to take my word on it that it fits. But as you can see, I've now started developing a series of motor adapters. I'm making all of this available for free on printables, as well as going to have it available for those that don't have 3D printers to buy from my web store. The tubing that fits best in these are the PLM or Lock Precision phenolic tubing. You want, for the 38mm, you want the 1.525 tubing, and for the 29 you want the 1.145 phenolic tubing that you can buy, but it fits best. Fiberglass will also fit in here just fine, but the phenolic tubing in my opinion is the best at giving a nice thermal insulator in between there. So if this is something you're interested in, check out link in the description below. You'll find my web store where these will be available for sale. You also will find the printables link where you can download these for free and start printing them today. So thanks for watching, gang. I'll see you all in the next video. Real quick before you guys head on out, I wanted to tell you about a really cool opportunity that came across my desk recently. So, as you might be well aware by looking through this channel, if you've taken any time to explore, I'm into some pretty unique cars. My dad and I own what's known as a pulse auto cycle, and we've recently started getting really into the Aptera. It is an up-and-coming 3-wheeled solar vehicle that can get up to 1,000 miles per charge and is incredible in its aerodynamic efficiency. And so my dad and I were looking at how we could potentially get our hands on one of these. Currently, the only way you can get to look at them is if you're going out to California to look at them directly from Aptera. I'm really excited for the time when it comes when they're in people's hands. But we found a way to help get them in your hands and help make the initial cost a little bit less. So Aptera set up a program where I can generate a referral code for you guys that gets you 30% off your reservations. So there will be a link in the description below that you can use to go get 30% off the Aptera today. Check it out, link in the description below. Something you may or may not already know about is that Inverted Pursuits Lab has a web store where we sell 3D printed rocket kits and components. From simple park flyer to our pasture flyer line, we have rocket kits for all ages and experience levels. You'll also find parts like camera shrouds, screw switch covers, and charge wells. Printed from durable PETG, these products can withstand temps up to 185 degrees Fahrenheit and will not melt even on the hottest days of flying. Our goal is to provide you the highest quality of parts at reasonable prices, so if you're interested in checking us out, our link is in the description below.